Hey guys, this is NHS206 and welcome back to part 49 of Let's Play Fire Emblem. We started in the middle of this battle, or rather, I guess it went differently because last time when I showed this, that Wyvern attacked Dart, but I guess he decided to attack Kent that time. That's what I get for stopping in the middle of a battle. But anyway, we're going to do our best to wrap up the vast majority of this chapter, if not all of it. It's not really a long chapter like the others. The only goal is to defeat the boss who is chilling over on the far southeast part of the map. But beyond that, there's things like there's an armory, two armories in fact, there's a shop, there's two more houses for us to get to, and there's a ballista. So if you feel so inclined, there's two shops, two armories, okay. So if you feel so inclined, go ahead and partake of those things. It's up to you. Whatever, however you get your jollies. We're going to use Raven, like I said last time. We're going to finish off this monk. And then everybody else is going to be heading towards the right, because there isn't too much to do on the left part of the map anymore. I kind of want to get... I really want to get Rebecca into that ballista, because long-range attacking is kind of nice, and since there's wyverns abound, I don't really want them to be able to pick off my weaker characters, especially those that are sword users, because wyverns have pretty sturdy defenses. Alright, we get a Book of Shine. It's kind of cool. That'll go towards Lucius when the time comes. Kent is poisoned now, since that wyvern had a poison lance, which is just great. I love the idea that he's poisoned. We're actually going to use Ninian, so to have Rebecca move again. You don't have to level up Ninian to any specific level. It's not important. But we're going to conserve these arrows. But yeah, Ninian's just kind of like a secondary Nils, to be honest. She doesn't really do much helpful-wise. But, you know, it's whatever. It's free move. So, you know, keep her around if you want. Let's test out this physics stat. No, never mind. We don't know. Well, let's see how far we can get before we can heal Elowood. Here? No. We're not close enough. Alright, that looks like pretty much everyone that I want to move here. Let the enemy take their wretched turn here. I see the word here a lot. Yes. Look at Dart, he's just incredible. Just in case you're wondering, getting the poison items in this game is not physically possible unless you hack. So, for you hackers... Oh, that's annoying. For you hackers, getting the poison weapons, just use a Game Shark or Action Replay, whatever is your favorite cheating device. I don't really use them. But, yeah, poison items, definitely going to be bothersome, but you can heal them with a Restore Staff. So, if that's ever an issue, use your Restore Staff. Like Dart right now is probably, wouldn't be a bad time to move Priscilla here, and then heal him up. That's what the Physics Staff does. It does the same amount of healing as the Heal Staff does, so it's 10 plus whatever the magic level is of your user. This is 7, so it would be 17. So, just so you know. And let's check out levels here. Who needs it the most? Elowood, Canis. Elowood and Canis. So let's go ahead and have Elowood attack this archer. And a critical. Good job, Elowood. Alright. And throughout this LP, I know there's been multiple chances to go to the arena, but not going to happen. Let's keep this antitoxin around just in case some people are... Well, let's show off what an antitoxin does. It's really going to blow your mind. You'll never guess that this is what this does. Using this antitoxin, it'll get rid of your poison status. Magical! But actually, the poison status will end in 4 turns. It takes about... What does that say? Oog! Oog? Oh man, I never noticed that. That's weird. Okay, well let's send Hector up here just to kind of create a miniature blockade for our weaker units. Just don't want there to be too much mayhem. And just so we don't forget about Raven over here, keep him trucking. Alright. He's gonna try to use his hand axe on us. It'd be really bad if there was a poison axe that was similar to a hand axe. I would not be excited. Shine, the level 2 light magic spell, a little better than lightning. A little bit. And I say that lightly because it's not that amazing. It's just slightly better. Alright, I'm going to have Dart take on the monk. He seems pretty set to do that. And then I'm going to use Elowood to take on the brigand. That seems like a good course of action. And another critical. Great. Just on top of things with the criticals today. And a level up. All characters are getting pretty close. It's nice to have a... That was a good level up. It's nice to have a set team that you want to use, because that's this way. So that way, you can plan who's going to get the levels and win. It's just helpful, because you can spread out your... You know, pretty much, you have a good idea of who you're going to spread out your experience to, so you're not wasting time spreading it out amongst a ton of people, which could potentially spread your experience too thin, and then you'll just be screwed. So don't do that, or else. Alright, gonna let Raven get closer to Priscilla here. Maybe we won't be able to finish this chapter. We'll come close. Gonna get her close to Raven so that she can heal him up. And let's see. Okay, that's already taken care of. We're gonna head south with Kent, and that'll be it. Make sure you save the upper right house, because you'll really regret it if you don't, and I'll show you why in a minute. Actually, it's probably going to be in about 5 seconds. Get to this house. So this guy is talking about the different items that classes need. This is an Elysian Whip, and it promotes Pegasus Knights and Wyvern Riders. We don't have a Wyvern or a Weavern. I'm going to show you say that. We don't have one yet, but... Okay, I said yet. So there obviously is one that you get later in the game. You get one. That's it. It's not like other games where you might get multiple ones. This is the only shot you get. So, choose wisely. Alright, so this chapter is turning out excellent for those who I wanted to level up. It's very good. And then, we're going to move everyone else forward. And that should be decent enough for this turn. Shouldn't be too much else. Alright, get the final item in this chapter. So he realizes that there's Wyvern Riders coming from Burn. It's where they originate. So he gives you Worm Slayer, which is effective against Wyverns. Obviously, it's a Worm Slayer. Slayer! Sorry. So that's what that does. It slays Wyverns. Hooray! Alright, who else is left around here? Oh, just Rebecca and the good old ballista. Might as well move with her, because can't really do much. Alright, so this Wyvern is obviously... It's Poison Lance, but, you know, up against an Axe user. Alright, so these guys are going to gang up on Dorcas, but... I mean, look at that 40 HP. That's just studly. That's the sign of a true man. Any man is going to have 40 HP, come on. Alright, so let's test out our first actual time using a ballista for fun. Use it on this Wyvern. Boom! You don't get an animation. At least I don't believe you do. Let's see. Alright, so Elowood is the one who needs it the most. And he's the one who's going to get it. It's a chapter where if you have torches it could be slightly helpful because of the fog of war. But it's generally not too bad, because the enemies that come after you will be multiple enough that you shouldn't have to need torches. Alright, that seems pretty good. I want to move Dart back a few spaces just because I want to heal him with Priscilla, and I don't want her to get attacked. So we're going to heal Dart up. We should almost be ready to let the enemy have their turn. Yes. Should be it for this turn. Hopefully the enemy's coming to attack us. There we go. That's what I like to see. Ah, fail. Raven is too massively powerful. Alright. Oh, a regular steel bow. That's nice. Alright, so there's a nomad. Dart is now done being hurt. Let's use Rebecca's awesome... Aww. Well, let's move then. Let's move over so we can finish off this Wyvern. Boom! There's a nomad here, so... just let Hector finish him off with the wolf bale. The wolf bile! Shaboopy. Alright. And then Elowood can come down here. And we'll see. Just so we can expose that archer again. Oh, we don't have any long-range weapons. Never mind. Alright guys, I've been NHSCO6. Thanks for watching. See you next time.